The way we put this shit together, you know what I mean? Punch on the real, make the beat, you know what I mean? I got this man on the saxophone.
Alright guys, welcome back here to the channel. Again, NBA 2018 season is going to tip off tonight. Oh, look at that. Look at the GOAT right there. Look at that GOAT right there. Look at that GOAT right there. Look at that GOAT. Look at that GOAT right there, boy. Alright. We're going to try to be as unbiased as possible because guys know LeBron is my favorite basketball player. Okay. So, if you don't know, D-Wade actually is my number 2. But they're both my 1 and 2. So, we're going to try to be unbiased as possible. So, right off the bat, we're going to start with the Eastern Conference, okay? So, we're going to talk about the teams who I don't see making the playoffs. So, Charlotte Hornets, again, don't see them making the playoffs again. I mean, Kemba Walker, again, they said they were trying to trade him last year. And now Kemba Walker wants to be there for his entire career. I don't know why. Kemba Walker would be a good piece on the Miami Heat. If you tell me swap out Dragic for Kemba Walker, I'll move Miami up higher than I'm going to have them in the playoff listing. But Kemba Walker, they signed Tony Parker, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. You don't know what he's going to do. I don't see them making the playoffs. So Hornets are going to be out. Brooklyn, same thing here. Don't see them making the playoffs in the East. Cleveland, I have them out too. Now, unless you're going to tell me Kevin Love's going to average 30 points and 15 rebounds every single game and average that for the season, then I'll put them in the playoffs. But I don't see Kevin Love, first of all, staying healthy for the Cavs. And I don't see him averaging 30 points and freaking 13 or 15 rebounds every single night. So, Colin Sexton, do I see him to have a pretty good season as a rookie? I can see him averaging between 13 and maybe 14 points a game for a rookie season. That's actually not bad. People think averaging 13 or 14 points a game is actually bad for a rookie. Listen, not everybody's going to be freaking a LeBron or a Carmelo or a D-Wade the first year in the NBA. You can't expect that to happen for every player. That's not going to happen. So, I don't see the Cavs making the playoffs again because I don't see Kevin Love to be going to average 13 and 15 points a game where he was going to elevate them to making the playoffs. So I don't see the Cavs in the playoffs. Orlando Magic, same thing here. Aaron Gordon is going to be improving again. He improved last year to be a player that he almost could have made the All-Star team if he would not got injured, but in the Eastern Conference. But if he takes another good step forward, I mean, you build your franchise around Aaron Gordon, you trade Vucevic, you just drafted Mo Bamba. To me, I don't see them making the playoffs, but I see them maybe around that 9 or 10 spot in the East, Orlando Magic. Chicago Bulls, that's another tricky situation. They looked pretty good in the preseason. Jabari Parker looked pretty good in the preseason. Zach LaVine looked pretty damn good in the preseason. Again, they're probably be around there too, around that 9 or 10, 11 spot, but I don't see the Bulls making the playoffs either. Knicks, of course not. Porzingis is not going to play this year. They're not making the playoffs. Porzingis, I don't see him playing this year. The only bright spot would be for Knicks if Kevin Knox develops to a good player. And also, they just released Joakim Noah. So, that's Knicks. You better hope that's your bright spot for the year. You release Joakim Noah, and that Kevin Knox turns out to be the player that you want him to be. Atlanta Hawks, it's going to be the Trae Young show. Don't see them making the playoffs, though. But it'll be the Trae Young show. So, if you guys want my predictions now for the East, let's go ahead and we're going to start from the top to the bottom for the East. So, I see in the exact spots, too. Boston, to me, is going to be number 1 in the East. I mean, let's be honest with you. You see what the effort they put up last year against LeBron without Kyrie and without Gordon Hayward. I don't see nobody in the East passing Boston. I see Boston winning at least 58 games this year. And Kyrie will be in discussion for MVP, in my opinion. Even though they have a lot of talent, but I think Kyrie will probably be in discussion for league MVP. So I have Boston winning 58 games this year and also Boston being the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Number 2 might be a surprise to you guys, but I'm going to go with them. I just think Kawhi Leonard, I think, again, people could say, oh, like, you know how people leave Bill Belichick's like, oh, Bill Belichick is the system. He's the system. They leave my system, and then now they look how they turn out. Matt Castle or a bunch of other people. Jimmy Garoppolo. You leave the system, and then you turn out to be this and that. So, same thing as to say with Greg Popovich. But I think Kawhi Leonard will be the exception to that. I think Kawhi Leonard is going to have a breakout year, and he's going to probably be in another person could be in MVP discussion. I think Kawhi Leonard will vote the Raptors to number 2 in the Eastern Conference. So, I have the Raptors being number 2 seed. I have the Raptors winning 55 games, which, again, they won 59 last year. But 55 to me, I mean, what? DeMar DeRozan to Kawhi Leonard. I'll go with the Raptors with 55 wins, and I think Kawhi Leonard will have the Raptors in the number 2 spot in the Eastern Conference. Number 3, I have the Sixers at number 3. Again, the Sixers, I have them on 1 game improvement from last year. Markelle Fultz will be the biggest reason. He's going to be the reason. If Markelle Fultz improves and actually can shoot, now they have Markelle Fultz starting, so they're going to have JJ Redick coming off the bench, so Markelle Fultz will be the starting 2 guard for the Sixers. If Markelle Fultz can show anything, because remember, Markelle Fultz didn't even play the Boston series. Like, you're the number 1 overall pick and you get no burn in the playoffs against the Boston Celtics. Yikes. But again, Markelle Fultz is going to be starting 2 guards. So that means obviously he's shown some stuff from training camp to the point where, again, he's going to be starting over JJ Redick, which if you're telling me, I'd rather have Ben Simmons starting over I'd rather have JJ Redick starting over Markelle Fultz. To me, because again, if Markelle Fultz improved his jump shot, that's the only reason why he's starting over JJ Redick. Because again, JJ Redick is probably a better shooter than Markelle Fultz. So we'll see what they're gonna do. Sixers are gonna do, man. But Sixers to me are gonna be the number 3 seed. Number 4, I'm going with the Pacers. Again, Victor Oladipo. I mean, that boy showed up, bro. Me being a LeBron fan, man. I was really scared of Victor Oladipo. I'm like, Victor Oladipo? Like, where was this at? I was like, where was this at when you were playing with freaking Russell Westbrook, bro? You wouldn't have got traded. You wouldn't have got traded if you showed this effort and energy with Russell Westbrook. But Victor Oladipo, man, that dude, he stepped up. I mean, he turned into an all-star player, which, again, I'm sure the Magic fans were saying, damn it, man, why did we trade this guy? But again, I mean, it takes time for everybody to grow into the player that they want to be. You can't just, again, not everybody's going to be a LeBron or D Wade or Chris Bosh or even a Chris Paul right out the gate when you draft a player, man. That's not going to happen. So my time frame with a player is I'm giving you 3 years. 3 years is like the lifespan I give you to be on my team if I'm drafting you. 3 years. So for NBA GMs to just rush to conclusion after 2 years, like, okay, we gotta trade that guy. That's not enough time, man. To me, 3 years is like the best time frame you can rate a player to know, okay, do I have to trade you? After 3 years, you know, okay, I should trade you, or I should keep you, or I should give you the rookie extension. 3 years. But Victor Oladipo stepped up. I mean, they just added Doug McDermott. They added Tyreek Evans to their team. So they added some solid rotational players to the team, which I think will do them some good. So we'll see what happens with the Pacers. I have the Pacers at number 4. So, number 5, I have, listen here. This could be his year. This could be his year. Now, the player I'm talking about, I have him at number 5, though. It's just that you lost Jabari Parker. So, I'm talking about Giannis, man. This could be his year. Again, people underrate Giannis because, again, he doesn't have a great jump shot. That's the problem with Giannis, is that he doesn't have a great jump shot. So, if he ever gets that jump shot, he really could be really special, man. But I have the Milwaukee Bucks at 5. Again, so they hired Mike Budenholzer to be their head coach. Again, Atlanta, he did an okay job with the Hawks again, but we'll see what happens with the Bucks, man. There's really not much I can talk about Milwaukee because it really is just Giannis. I mean, is there anybody else on Milwaukee? I mean, they did bring back Eric Bledsoe again. Eric Bledsoe played okay, but not great in the playoffs. We'll see what the Bucks do, but Giannis is going to be their only hope again. So, number 6 in the Eastern Conference, I have the Washington Wizards. Now, this team here, man, has always been up and down with the Wizards. I mean, you have Wall and you have Beal, and you bring in Dwight Howard this year. Like, to me, it's up to John Wall. John Wall needs to show improvement in his jump shot to be able to hit the 3 consistently so that Bradley Beal doesn't have to be this standing on the 3-point line the whole time. Like, I'm waiting, John. I'm waiting for you to pass me the ball. Like, if John Wall can improve his 3, maybe you can move Bradley Beal off some cuts to the rim. You can move some slashes to the rim. Something like that. But Dwight Howard played pretty good last year with, I think he did play with the Hornets. But then again, every year he's on the team, the next year he's somewhere else because the team doesn't want him no more. So, I have the Wizards at number 6. Again, they'll be an interesting team. All right, down to my man, D Wade. My second favorite player of all time. His last season. Now, I was kind of mad, though, that D Wade didn't go back to the Heat. Because, again, it's his last year, man. I mean, I'd love to see my man go out with at least another ring because he deserves to have more than 3 rings. Like, D Wade is going to be probably the most underrated 2 guards ever. People have him behind freaking Jerry West and Kobe Bryant. No, people have him behind Michael Jordan and Kobe. He's ahead of Jerry West, in my opinion. But it's just like, damn it, I wish he would go out with another ring. So I was kind of mad that he didn't go to, like, maybe, again, people say he should never left Miami in the beginning. Let's just get out the break. Pat Riley didn't want to pay D Wade what he wanted because he kept giving back money. Gave money up for Chris Bosh. He gave money up for LeBron. Then he gave money up again to re-sign Chris Bosh. And then Pat Riley didn't want to pay D Wade. So D Wade said, screw, I'm going home to play the Bulls. And then that turned out okay. But if Rondo would have gotten injured, the Bulls would have went further in the playoffs though, man. But I wish D Wade would have went somewhere else for his final year because, again, he was always going to be considered a Miami Heat player. It doesn't matter if he would have played for somebody else like the Rockets or he went to the Lakers or even went to the damn Warriors. So, you know what I'm saying? But D Wade's not the type of player who's going to jump on the damn Warriors bandwagon, unlike some people, DeMarcus Cousins. But we'll see what my man D Wade does here. I think, again, the Heat are in discussion to talk about getting Jimmy Butler, but that obviously has not moved anywhere because Jimmy Butler's still playing for the Timberwolves and he's going to freaking be starting tonight. No, he's going to be starting tomorrow when they play, but Jimmy Butler's going to be starting for the Timberwolves. Again, the Heat were offering Justice Winslow, I believe. No. They were offering Jason Richardson. Oh, they're offering Josh Richardson and then Bam, the kid they got from Kentucky last year. But Tom Thibodeau said that was not enough for Jimmy Butler. Again, Jimmy Butler's not freaking like he's the third best player in the NBA. Okay? To me, that's a good offer. You're getting Josh Richardson, who's an improving scorer. You're getting Bam, who's pretty much a decent defender right now, but that wasn't enough for freaking Tom Thibodeau, so he said decline the trade. So he declined the trade. But anyways, I have the Heat right now at number 7, if you want to know where I have them at. I have the Heat at number 7. I think for D-Wade's final year, him to even get into the playoffs with this team will be pretty impressive. Again, it comes down to freaking Whiteside. If Whiteside does not improve, the Heat will not be any higher than 7. This is my opinion. Whiteside is the issue with the Heat. If he plays like he can play, they would be higher than number 7. Sorry about that, guys. That's my mom's calling me because she is flying in later today. Again, but I have the Heat at number 7. If freaking Hassan Whiteside does not improve, 7 is going to be where they're going to be at. And the final team to make it in the Eastern Conference playoffs, in my opinion, will be Detroit. Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. This is going to be the final. Did Blake Griffin sign that contract extension? I think he did. Did he not? I think. Comment down below, guys. Did Blake Griffin sign the contract extension with Detroit? I think he did. I think he signed an extension. Let me check. Blake Griffin. Did he sign an extension? Let's see. Blake Griffin. Let's see. Did he sign that extension? Let's see. Contract extension. Let's see. Blake Griffin contract extension. Oh, what idiots! So Blake Griffin signed a 5-year, $171 million contract extension with the Clippers last July, and then you trade the man? What idiots! Clippers, you idiots. Anyways, but whatever. I see Detroit being the last team in the Eastern Conference playoffs, so I have them at number 8. So for my predictions for the East, I see, in my opinion, Boston and Toronto being the Eastern Conference Finals. I know a lot of people saying it's going to be Boston and Philadelphia. Again, Joel Embiid only showed us 1 year that he can stay healthy. That's only 1 year. Ben Simmons, is he going to improve that jump shot? Markelle Fultz, what's going to happen to him? I think Kawhi Leonard's going to have something to prove because, remember, he's going to be a free agent this year. He has something to prove. I see Kyle Lowry maybe playing better than he does in the playoffs the last couple years. Because last couple years in the playoffs, boy, Kyle Lowry, you've gone missing in action, bro. But I think Kawhi Leonard will be enough to get them past the Sixers. So I'm going to have Boston versus Toronto in Eastern Conference Final. And, of course, I think Boston can literally sleepwalk and beat Toronto in the finals. So I'm going with Boston and be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, again, guys, I'm going to be unbiased towards the Lakers because LeBron is my favorite player. I'm going to be unbiased. Okay? So we're going to go with teams, again, like we did in the East. Teams who I think are not going to make the playoffs. First, let's go. I'm going to have Portland missing the playoffs. Now, a lot of people saying, what? How you going to have Portland missing the playoffs? They've been pretty good the last couple years. Again, they've been pretty good the last couple years. So I think this is going to be the final year of the Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum experiment, okay? I think they're going to take a step back in their wins, first of all, too. They won 49 games last year. I'm going to have them winning 43 games this year. Now, if this is the Eastern Conference, of course they'd made the playoffs. But I'm going to have Portland taking a step back. I think CJ and Dame Lillard, I don't think they're going to be able to continue to average 25 points or something like that each of them and keep the team over the hump. But I have Portland out the playoffs. Clippers right below them. Clippers have them winning 35 games this year. Again, you're trading away Blake Griffin. You lost DeAndre Drummond. You're really going to be relying on those two rookies. And you want to trade. I heard they also want to trade Patrick Beverley. So they're in the sweepstakes for Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler. This is what the Clippers are looking forward to. That's why they brought in Jerry West to rebuild this team. And they're just supposed to be in the sweepstakes for getting Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. That's what the Clippers' whole mindset is going to be about this offseason. So they're definitely missing the playoffs. Memphis, again, another team that's been making the playoffs the last couple years. I have them out this year too. You really, again, it's Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. In the East and the Western Conference, that's not enough. I have them winning 33 games. Jesus, they won 22 games last year? Woo! Well, they're definitely in the playoffs. Now, a team that could be surprising, the Dallas Mavericks. Again, I love Dennis Smith Jr. That kid is going to be good. Then you bring in Luka Doncic, and I think Dirk's playing another 2 more years. I think he's playing another 2 more years. Again, you got Harrison Barnes, who's going to be improving, and again, he's been playing good the last couple years. And you bring in DeAndre Jordan. So, I have Dallas winning 33 games, even though I said I love what their team could be. But they could be that shocking team if Dennis Smith Jr., holy crap. If Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic can click together, and you got Harrison Barnes, and you have Wesley Matthews and DeAndre Jordan, they could be a surprise team in the West if they get everything clicking. All right, Phoenix Suns right below them. They're going to miss the playoffs too. Devin Booker, and then you brought in the number 1 pick, DeAndre Ayton. They need a point guard. Now, I've been doing some type of experiments with my 2K19. I think, again, with Terry Rozier not signing that contract extension with Boston, that would not be a bad look. Imagine one. Terry Rozier, Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, and DeAndre Ayton. I mean, that could be a decent little starting 4 right there. You know what I'm saying? That could be a decent starting 4. I mean, I'd make that trade if I'm Phoenix. You need a point guard. Terry Rozier is like sitting there saying, "Hey, I'm available." So that wouldn't be a pretty bad look for Phoenix. And then Sacramento also missing the playoffs. Now we got away all those teams that we don't think are making the playoffs. Now this is where the good stuff happens, people. Do you want to know how I think the West Conference is going to go down? All right, we're gonna go from 8 to 1. So we're making some suspense for you guys. We're going to go for 8 to 1. All right, you guys know who number 1's probably going to be. So we didn't worry about that. Oh, I forgot. Now San Antonio missing the playoffs too. I forgot about the Spurs. I have them missing the playoffs. I have the Spurs winning 44 games. Again, you're losing Kawhi Leonard, one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and you're replacing him with a top 20 player in the NBA. And you lost Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. So I have the Spurs missing the playoffs. First time in what would be 17 years or 16 years, something like that. They're missing the playoffs. All right, 8 to 1. Actually, you know what? We're gonna change that. Listen here. I think Minnesota will trade Jimmy Butler before the offseason. So flip-flop it. I have the Spurs making the playoffs, Minnesota missing the playoffs. Because I think they will trade Jimmy Butler before the trade deadline. So I'm going to actually flip-flop it. Spurs making the playoffs as the 8th seed, Minnesota missing the playoffs. So flip-flopped it a bit there. Okay? Number 7. Now, we heard some rumors about Anthony Davis potentially wanting to go play for the Lakers and the Celtics. Okay? Those are rumors. We saw AD will sit down and interview with Rachel Nichols. I don't even know how the rumors even came about, but we do know AD did sign with LeBron's sports agency. So, Clutch Sports. So, could this potentially be Anthony Davis' final year with the Pelicans? Again, he has 2 more years after this with the Pelicans. If you guys did not know that, he has 2 more years with the Pelicans. So, how would they go about of trading somebody when he has 2 more years in his contract? So, I don't see AD leaving the Pelicans anytime soon. So, they're going to have to figure out a way to either, A, you're going to trade AD, or you're going to have to bring in some better players. Like, you let go of Rondo. Like, the way they were playing last year said you should bring back Rondo, not let him go. So, that was kind of crazy they let go of Rondo when you saw how they were playing the playoffs. And he didn't sign back Boogie Cousins. Now, if it's just me, guys, I would have signed back Boogie and Rondo. Because, listen here, the way they were playing last year says, okay, if you had a healthy Boogie Cousins, could they have won 2 or 3 more games against the Warriors? What do you guys think? Could they have won 2 or 1 more game? I think they could have won 2 games if you would have brought back Boogie and Rondo. But they said no. So now you go into an effect where, let's just say the Pelicans finish 8th or 7th, which I have the Pelicans finish 7th in the West. How's that going to make Anthony Davis feel? Again, you brought in Julius Randle, and you lost Rondo. That's not enough. That's not enough for AD. Not enough. Even though AD is going to probably have an MVP-type season, not enough. So I'm going to see Pelicans finishing 7th. And then you're going to start hearing rumors about AD wants to be leaving and going to the Lakers. So I think this is going to be AD's last year with the Pelicans because it's going to get to a point where you're like, either you spend the money or you don't spend the money. You let me know. That's what thing that happened with LeBron. That happened with lucky D-Wade was about to leave and go to Chicago, but they got Chris Bosh. So spend the money if you want to keep a guy like Anthony Davis because you're not going to find another Anthony Davis anytime soon. So spend the money or he's going to leave. So I think it's going to be AD's last year unless they're going to spend money in the offseason. We'll see. But I have the Pelicans finishing number 7 in the Western Conference. All right. Now, I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to be unbiased when it comes towards LeBron. All right? This is going to be maybe shock some people, but I have the Lakers finishing number 6 in the Western Conference. Now, you're probably saying, only number 6? Only number 6? I'm going to be unbiased. I'm going to give you guys the facts and reasons. Now, listen. First of all, we got to address the point guard situation. Okay? We want to play fast tempo with the Lakers, okay? Again, you got Kuzma, Ingram, LeBron, Josh Hart, and Lonzo all can play fast. And Rondo can all play fast too. The issue is going to come in hand later down the line in the playoffs too. It's going to be like, when it comes to the point guard position, can you trust Lonzo or can you trust Rondo? Lonzo needs to improve that damn shot. Or he's going to be in the trade discussions too. Because let's get it right here, people. If Lonzo's not going to improve that jump shot, he will be in the trade discussions. Magic knows how to win, and Magic knows what it takes to win. So Lonzo, I don't care what it is, bro. You need to be in that lab. On that freaking ball machine. Catching, shooting. Catching, shooting. Every day after practice, after every game. Proving that jump shot, brother. Proving that jump shot is what you need to be doing. Now, comes down to the 2 guard. I like Josh Hart and I like KCP. But I think later down the line, when it comes to playoff time, I think Josh Hart will beat out KCP. So, Josh Hart, he's a better shooter than KCP. But worst case scenario, Luke Walton can also flex this out too. Have Kuzma at the 5, Ingram at the 3, LeBron at the 4, and you can go with Josh Hart and KCP. Because if Rondo and Lonzo not both going to be able to prove their jump shots, you can go with that lineup. Kuzma, LeBron at the 4, Ingram at the 3, KCP at the 2, and you can go with Josh Hart at the 1. They can work that lineup too. Now, I'm just going to believe that the Lakers are going to be better in the playoffs than they're going to be in the regular season because, again, they're going to be working a lot of kinks. But I have the Lakers at number 6. I have the Lakers winning 46 games this year. Now, again, LeBron could be out there saying, fuck it. We're going to win 55 games. But I have Lakers, being realistic to the Lakers. I have them winning 46 games. Again, the Lakers' first 20 games are going to be mostly against Spurs, Portland. They'll be playing Utah. They'll be playing freaking some more against Milwaukee. They're going to have a tough beginning stretch to the season where they might lose some games where you'd be like, damn it. They would have had only this, they could have won. But, again, Lakers finishing 6th, in my opinion, in the Western Conference. Number 5, I have Denver. Literally, it's going to be a game difference. I have the Denver and between the Lakers. That's it, a game difference. So, I have Nuggets at number 5. You have Jamal Murray. Jokic is a beast. Gary Harris is going to be a beast, too. Again, they have Michael Porter Jr., which if he can give them anything, Michael Porter Jr., they're going to be a dangerous team in the Western Conference. So people might not want to be playing no Denver Nuggets in the first round. So I have the Nuggets at number 5. I have OKC at number 4. Again, Westbrook, again, he's out with another injury right now, so we'll see when he comes back. They brought in Dennis Smith Jr. They ain't bringing Dennis Smith Jr. They brought in Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder from the Hawks. Oh my God. I bet they wish they had brought Dennis Smith Jr., but have Russell Westbrook 2.0. But they brought in Dennis Smith. They brought in Dennis Schroeder. They let go of Melo. Paul George resigns. I have them winning 49 games. Again, this Billy Donovan is going to be on the hot seat because this is what his like 4th to 5th year. He will be on the hot seat. We'll see what Billy Donovan does. He could be potentially fired after this year, but he's going to be on the hot seat. I have the Thunder winning 49 games. And the number 3 team. If you guys have not thought of it right now, it's going to be... I have Utah at number 3. Utah at number 3. Donovan Mitchell, man. I mean, that dude is... I think he's going to take the next step forward. So that's why I have them at number 3. Because, again, if I didn't have him taking a step forward, I would have had him flip-flop with the Lakers, honest opinion. Because I would believe more in Kuzma and Ingram taking a step forward more than Donovan Mitchell. I have Donovan Mitchell taking that next step forward, which will be probably most improved player. So, have them at number 3. Number 2, despite all the talk about people saying Melo's going to be the cancer to the Rockets. Melo's going to be a cancer. He's going to be a cancer. Listen here. At the end of the day, you have 2 other All-Stars. So, even if Melo does not play up to his potential, you still have 2 other All-Stars. So, either way, they have 2 other All-Stars, okay? So, I have the Rockets winning 57 games this year. That's a step back from 65, but I have winning 57. So, this is going to be ride or die for Melo. This is it. Either you step up, or you step out. So, I think the Rockets will be at number 2. Again, this is just standings. This is not predictions. This is the standings. So I have Rockets number 2. And number 1, of course, is the Warriors. So we don't care about that. Yeah, Warriors. Okay, you want to know the Warriors record? I have them winning 61-21. 61-21 because, again, I think the Warriors have that complacency where they're like, you know what? They're going to be sleepwalking through some games where they might should have won, the day they lose. And you have to wait for Boogie to come back. You got to put Boogie in. Then maybe Steph Curry gets injured. Nah. Then maybe Draymond Green gets injured. And that's why they won 61 games. All right, predictions. All right. Who's going to be the last 2 team standings? Now, again, this is playoff time. This is where butt cheeks clamp up in the playoffs. This is where Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, this is where Chris Paul pulls hamstrings. This is where people get suspended for playoff games like Draymond Green. This is where serious stuff takes place. All right. All that junk out the way. Final standing. Again, you see I have the Lakers at 3 and 6. So, at the end of the day, I believe greatness trumps teams. Now, greatness can't trump all teams, what we've seen with LeBron and against the Warriors. This is going to come down to where I am actually going to have, again, I said regular season to postseasons. 2 different things, people. 2 different things. I think, in my honest opinion, the young boys from the Lakers will grow up. They will grow up to the point where I think, listen here, I think, again, I don't think LeBron will be out here killing himself playing 48 minutes like he didn't. No, he played 46 minutes literally last year in the playoffs. I don't think LeBron's going to have to play 46 minutes a night just to win a freaking game or win a series. No, he won't have to do that. I think, honestly, everybody says Brandon Ingram would be the person that's going to step up the most for the Lakers. My honest opinion, this is going to be tough to say, but I think Lonzo Ball, he will show up. I think Lonzo, Kuzma, Hart, and Ingram, again, if you guys have not read the reports about the Lakers, Rondo was in an interview yesterday where he said, literally, he's never seen a team on a flight back, you know what I'm saying, after a game or after a preseason game, on the flight back they were having their last preseason game, every single player was watching film. Like, you're like saying, that's never happened before? As many teams as Rondo has been on the Boston Celtics, he's been on Pelicans, he's been on some great teams where he said, I've never seen a team where every single player was watching film from a game. So that tells you already that LeBron's got them focused mentally and that they're watching to grow up because, again, you don't want to be the person to be like, oh, the reason why the Lakers lost if LeBron had more help, if Kevin Love, if J.R. Smith, if George Hill. They don't want to be that type of person who's like, okay, the reason the Lakers lost because of Josh Hart. They lost because Lonzo Ball couldn't shoot. They lost because Ingram couldn't shoot. Nothing. They're already thinking like, I ain't trying to be that. So, come playoff time, I think the Lakers will get to the Western Conference Finals because, again, this is where men show up or boys show up. And I think, LeBron, man. LeBron is not trying to go out in no damn first round, no playoffs to no Utah Jazz or to no Denver Nuggets or to no Pelicans. LeBron is not trying to go out in no first round. Okay? So I think the first round will be a test to the Lakers for who they play. If I'm the Lakers, okay, we're going to do it by predictions. I would like to see the OKC Thunder because let's put it this way. Again, we saw last year how the Thunder played against. Who did the Thunder play? They played Utah, right? Again, if Westbrook is off, Westbrook is off. If Paul George is off, Paul George is off. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to say, let's try to match up with OKC. I know Steven Adams is probably going to be a beast from the boards, but again, if those guys are off, where are the Thunder going to get scoring from? You know what I'm saying? So if I'm the Lakers, I'm going to be looking at, I'm trying to match up with the OKC Thunder in the first round, if they can. If they can't match up with OKC, you try to get yourself up against maybe. Again, I think OKC is a team they could beat in the first round. Maybe try. I would still go far away from Denver in the first round because again, Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, and Jokic, that would be dangerous. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to stay far away from Denver. If they can match up with OKC, I think Lakers will beat OKC in 5 games. Okay, so then you're saying to yourself, if that means that Lakers could be maybe a 4 or 5 seed, right? Again, Lakers need to stay away from the Warriors, but again, we'll see what they draw. I'm just going with the Warriors. I'm going with the Lakers to get to the finals against the Warriors in the West. I think if they can do that, they just have to stay far away from the Warriors and hopefully get the draw the Thunder. But at the end of the day, I don't think LeBron's going to get bounced in the first round or in the second round. I think they can beat the Rockets in the second round again because, again, Chris Paul gets injured. James Harden shows up and he doesn't show up sometimes. So I think they can get past the Rockets in the first round. So they can make it to the Western Conference Finals. Now, in the Western Conference Finals, how would the Lakers fare to the Warriors? Again, I don't care. People saying, oh, the Lakers won in preseason. It's fucking preseason. That doesn't count, really. Okay? It's preseason basketball. I think the Lakers could win 2 games. 2 games right now. 2 games against the Warriors. I think they can win 2 games. That's it. No more than 2. I'm even nice enough to even give them 2 games. Then they could get 2 games off the Warriors. Now, I have LeBron winning MVP. I have Kawhi Leonard winning Defensive Player of the Year. I have Rookie of the Year is going to be tough. I'm going to give Rookie of the Year to... This is tough. It's not kind of like tough, but it's going to be tough. I'm going to give Rookie of the Year to DeAndre Ayton. I think Devin Booker will make him better. So I'm going to give it to DeAndre Ayton. And Sixth Man of the Year... Well, DeMarcus Cousins. I'm just playing. Sixth Man of the Year, damn it. JJ Redick, maybe? Throwing out there, 6th Man of the Year, JJ Redick. And Coach of the Year, I'm going to give it to... Who's the Raptors coach? Whoever he is. Getting him to number 2 spot. Give him Coach of the Year. Now, Warriors, Celtics, NBA Finals. How does this fare out? I'm going to give it to Boston. I think Boston will beat the Warriors. I think they do. Again, Steph Curry can't guard Kyrie Irving. I think Jason Tatum will take another step forward. And I think Boston's defense is going to be really damn good. Really damn good. So I'm having Boston beating the Lakers. Having Boston beating the Warriors in 6 games. 6 games? I'm going with the Boston Celtics to be your 2019 NBA champions. The Boston Celtics. Now, let's just fast forward to the offseason. Now, reports of Kevin Durant that he may be interested in joining the New York Knicks because he has his business partners. He has one of his business owners is out in New York, and that KD has some good connections in New York. Now listen here, people. We're going to do all this speculation. I'm going to do it for Kevin Durant because that's something he's the biggest person in the NBA for the offseason this year will be Kevin Durant. Now, there's been talks about KD not wanting to go into the Lakers because, again, he doesn't want to be playing with LeBron. He's going to be looking at another villain playing with LeBron. Listen here. Kevin Durant will do what KD wants to do. I think KD's got to that point too. He was like, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Now, Kevin Durant moving forward. LeBron's not gonna be there forever. KD's gonna be turning 30. I think KD's already 30 right now. Hey Alexa, how old is Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant is 30 years old. Did that answer your question?
Thank you. So KD.
Of course.
So KD's 30 years old. Okay, LeBron's what? Hey Alexa, how old is LeBron James?
LeBron James is 33 years old.
All right, thank you, Alexa. Okay, so LeBron's 33 years old. KD's 30. He's gonna be playing forever. Okay. I think KD will go to the Lakers again because I believe they'll get AD too. Now listen, how are you saying? How are they gonna get Anthony Davis and KD? It's doable, people. I've done it on 2K19. It's doable. Okay, if I'm the Lakers, I'm giving up Ingram, Ball, and I'll give you Josh Hart. I'm not giving you Kuzma. I'm not giving you Kuzma. I think that would get it done for AD, and you bring in KD, AD, Braun, Kuzma, Rondo, whoever else. Champions next year, people. Don't forget to like the video. Comment down below. Who's your predictions? Let me know who you got winning. Comment down below if you like my predictions. You think somebody else can make it. Don't like my standings. Let me know down below. Catch you guys later tomorrow.